And our next match for night 1 of Mania, Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. Before we get into this match, I am going to say this. This may be a hot take here in Wens World. I'm looking at this card, and I don't see Chad Gable anywhere. And this is an undeserved slight. This is not an oversight. This is punishing greatness. And I am just sick and tired of seeing him being overlooked and shunned for an opportunity to be at WrestleMania. That's all I got to say about that. Now, as far as who's going to win this match, yes, go ahead.
Real fast. Not only that, but people can say, "Oh, he's injured. He's got that hand injury." El Grande Americano has the exact same hand injury.
Complete coincidence. It could happen to anybody. It's a wicked sport of entertainment, and for that reason, with the hand and everything, I'm still gonna go with El Grande Americano to defeat Rey Mysterio in this meaningless match. Vincent Kennedy Bucci, what say you, sir?
Well, obviously, I'm loving El Grande Americano from the Gulf of America. Very fun, very great athlete. Loving it. But I will say, if anybody has a problem with whether or not he's Chad Gable, you could pull a Mr. America and give him a lie detector test.
It works.
Everyone thought Mr. America was Hulk Hogan, but he passed the test.
We have already seen Chad Gable and Grande Americano in the same place.
Exactly.
We've already seen it.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. But I remember it when Mr. America, they gave him the answer. He passed it. Vince was pissed off, but he asked him the question over and over again. He kept saying, "Are you Hulk Hogan?" No. Ding. Are you? My favorite part was when McMahon snapped and went, "Hogan, Hogan, 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 Hogan." And McMahon goes, "No, no, 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 no." And the light fitter goes, "Ding, ding, 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 ding." Like, he passed. So he passed the lie detector test. So if you want to do that, you can do that. But yes, I love it. I think El Grande Americano, this is his WrestleMania debut. He's already made quite an impression in the time that he's been here, and the kid's got a hell of a future. So I feel like, Rey Mysterio can give the rub to the next great luchador.
Yeah. What say you, Damascus Des?
I mean, this is one of those, it's tough to call, and I'll tell you why. It's Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. Ooh. I mean, that alone, yeah, all jokes aside, it's hard to bet against Mysterio at Mania. But I feel like to solidify this new character, this has to be a thing. I think Grande Americano is going to win. I think we're going to see this story culminate probably at SummerSlam with a mask versus mask match. And that's when we'll see Grande Americano and lose his mask.
Yeah, I'm just very interested in who is underneath that mask. But real quick, can we all agree that this is an absolute travesty that we're not going to see Chad Gable at WrestleMania whatsoever?
Man, I've been tooting Chad Gable's horn for years.
True.
I mean,
and he's definitely coming to his own. Since forming American Made, even though they don't treat the faction well, every time he goes out to the ring, he delivers. And that's usually it. Sometimes in creative, even with the best creators, sometimes people get lost in the sauce. But as long as you're delivering in the ring, they'll push you eventually.
Yeah, I feel like this is a situation where there are so many stars that creative is having a hard time giving a lot of very deserving talent their flowers. And I think Chad Gable's very, very good at waiting his turn.
Yeah. And I agree. And like I said, that happens even with the best of creators. Like as good as Triple H has done, even he can make that same mistake. Like, there's no such thing as a booker that doesn't forget a person from time to time or not have time to book a particular person. It wasn't just a Vince thing. It was also a Triple H thing, a Bischoff thing, a Paul Heyman thing in ECW. Like, sometimes there's people you got to focus on, and sometimes people get lost in the background. But like I said, if you do well in the ring, they're gonna then they have to take notice of you.
True. And on to the next.